Today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on the new Glow Recipe sunscreen. I am so excited. Y'all know I love Glow Recipe. I love all of their products. I use them religiously in my everyday routine. Their products I've tried have done wonders for my skin, so I just couldn't wait for them to complete the circle and come out with a sunscreen. And I feel like a lot of us out here have been waiting for Glow Recipe to drop this sunscreen. I found out that they were dropping this and they sent this to me. I'm so grateful and couldn't wait to test it out. So if you guys are interested in seeing my review and thoughts on the new Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Sunscreen, then just keep on watching. I am so excited to do this review. Like, you guys have no idea. I'm hyped. So if you guys don't know and don't follow me on Instagram, I have now accepted as a Glow Gang ambassador. So I've become a ambassador for Glow Recipe, which is so exciting. They have been on my top list of dream brands to work with. They've been on it, so I was so excited to start 2022 off this way, being their ambassador. And I feel like, you know, it's just like it's a cool moment for me, big full circle, and I couldn't do it without all of you watching here and also on my Instagram, just interacting with my content, liking my videos and doing it all. So I appreciate it so much, and now I'm so excited, and now I get to do things like try out cool new product launches for you and give you my full review and thoughts. Anyway, let's get back to the sunscreen. Packaging, again, so cute, and it kind of reminds me of the Dewdrop. So this is an SPF 50 sunscreen. It is described as a lightweight, glow-boosting daily SPF that provides broad-spectrum protection with a blend of gentle, reef-safe, mineral and chemical sunscreen actives formulated with niacinamide to brighten skin and help even tone. It also has aloe and hyaluronic acid for an overall dewy finish. These are the sunscreen actives in here, if you can see that. Obviously SPF 50, you apply this as the last step in your skincare routine, obviously during the day. So let me put a little bit on the back of my hand so you can see. It is so fluid. And it has a little bit of a scent to it. It smells kind of like the watermelon dewdrops, but the glow this adds is so pretty. Like, I just blended it in and look at that glow compared to my other hand. Apply, obviously I always use the 2-finger method, and then once I apply it on my skin, and then I kind of go down my neck and everything. It really is super lightweight, which I do love. And so I just kind of let all of my products sink in, especially with the more glowy products like the Niacinamide Dewdrops. I really kind of wanted to really get in the skin, and then the moisturizer, really just give it time, which you should do with all your skincare products anyway. Just let it really absorb into the skin. It will also prevent future pilling if that's an issue for you with your makeup. This has worn so well, and I was a little nervous, so I like to try it for a couple of days. It wears great under my makeup. It isn't too wet, and my makeup applies really beautifully on top of it. I love how lightweight it is. It has not broken me out, which is great. I've used it for the past week and a half. I took this on vacation when I went to Florida recently, or to Disney. I was out all day, and it felt really nice under my makeup. I love the glow it added. It even wore nice under like more some of my skin tints. So skin tints and foundations, it wore beautifully under. I just am so surprised how lightweight it is. I don't notice any pilling, and as long as I let all my products kind of sink into it. The only time I notice pilling is when I'm going back to back, so I'm like serum, moisturizer, and not giving them any time to sink in. And then if it's sunscreen on top, then it'll kind of mix maybe a little bit weird. It's just harder to blend. Let all your products sink into, not with just this sunscreen, with every product you have. Trust me, you will save your makeup. It really does remind me kind of the Klairs sunscreen. The Klairs sunscreen is just as light as this. They're both very lightweight. The Klairs is a little bit more of a gel formula. This kind of reminds me more of a traditional kind of sunscreen consistency. Like, if the Klairs and the Make Prem were together, it would make this. The Make Prem is obviously a little bit more lotiony. Those were my two favorite sunscreens. That sunscreen controversy really killed me, because I loved the texture of those sunscreens. So this has definitely solved that problem for me. It looks amazing. And then also the glow is super pretty, subtle enough where I don't feel like I look overall greasy. It's added a really pretty subtle glow. And the great thing about this is that it is a hybrid sunscreen, so it has chemical and mineral UV filters in here, so it is listed as broad spectrum SPF 50. You're getting those different protections of the chemical and mineral filters, and the good thing about chemical filters adding in allows for that lighter texture, and also it for darker skin tones really helps out with the whole white cast situation. I don't notice any white cast with it really. A little bit at first, it's like very slight if it does, that I did notice, but then once I blend it in a little bit more and it sinks into the skin, I can't notice anything. Just something to keep in mind when you are purchasing this sunscreen. Also love how this has niacinamide in here. In a sunscreen, I think that's really interesting. UV rays of the sun contribute to causing those sunspots and dark spots on the face. So the fact that there is niacinamide incorporated into the sunscreen, so not only are you getting that protection, but the niacinamide is also going to help with reducing that hyperpigmentation and dark spots is great. So we always love a 2-in-1 product. Also a little bit of a makeup hybrid as well, just for the beautiful glow it gives. I guess like a light serum, like a very light serum, a little bit thicker, but not really jelly. I would say a little bit more on the serum side when it comes to consistency. I feel like that's what also helps make it feel just so lightweight on the face, so it goes perfect in my skincare routine. It has the hyaluronic acid, and it is supposed to help hydrate, but definitely I wouldn't categorize this from trying it as like one of those moisturizer sunscreen hybrids, in my opinion, just because I would still want to put on some moisturizer to really lock it in, really give my skin that moisture. But it is more on the hydrating side, but definitely would still apply a moisturizer, in my opinion. You can go ahead and try it, but I always like giving my skin some extra moisture. I really have been liking this sunscreen. It definitely has made its way into my top favorite sunscreens ever, and I've really been liking it so far. It hasn't broken me out. It's done everything that it's kind of claimed to do. What really gets me is how lightweight it feels. It feels so lightweight. I love the little bit of glow it gives, which is so pretty. Like, I think even just wearing this and maybe putting a little bit of spot concealer on like some of my acne and dark marks, I think would look really pretty. Do some brows, some mascara, you're good to go. It really is kind of in the same family of that niacinamide dewdrops. Really adds a pretty glow, but adds that protection of sunscreen. Highly recommend you get your hands on it. Go ahead and try it out. It is scented. I don't mind it, but if that is something that can irritate your skin, keep that in mind. But other than that, I can't say enough good things about it. I love it. And what more can you ask for than glow, sun protection, and doesn't break me out? Are you guys gonna go ahead and pick up this sunscreen? Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know any other sunscreens that you guys have been loving lately. If you are interested in watching some more skincare content, you can go ahead and click here and see how I also reapply sunscreen over makeup. And if you're interested in some more beauty content and foundation reviews, you can go ahead and click here where I have some new foundation reviews. So I will see you in the next video.